Hey y'all, it's Editing Fletch. Y'all, don't look at my wig. I know it's looking crazy, but y'all, throughout this whole entire video, I want to say the first give or take like 10, 15 minutes, the wig was fine. But after I brought out that brush and I brushed my hair, baby, this whole side of my lace, like right here, all the way over here to this side, girl, it started lifting. So like my whole wig is like sliding back as the video is continuing. So if you see my wig sliding back, bitch, don't say nothing. Just act like you don't see it. Like they do act like they can't see a dick on a trans woman. Hey y'all, it's me, Fletch, back at it again with yet another story time. As y'all should already know, because I'm the baddest, what? The baddest trans bitch on YouTube, and that is on period, darling. First and foremost, hey bad bitches, I am back. You know, I know y'all noticed the hair change. Different little ginger, who's this? It's me, bitch, you know who it is. I kind of looked at my cute little journal. I'm not going to show y'all what the journal looked like because, you know, bitches might be like, oh my God, I'm going to come hang out with you and find that journal so I can see whose names these people are. No ma'am. So I found this person in this journal, and I'm going to just say this story time is quite interesting. This story time takes place back in early 2021. You already know COVID-19, she came through, she swept through the Midwest, did her big one, whatever the case may be. Now, I wasn't like transitioning per se, but I started to like have thoughts of wanting to transition. I ended up chatting with this boy. I want to call this boy Samuel for the sake of the story time. That is not his real name. That is not his real name. That is not his real name. I hate that I always have to say this shit, but sometimes you just have to because, girl, people are nosy and messy. So Samuel hit me up. He was like, hey, how are you? Y'all already know how the conversations go. You know, you're cute. You know, thank you, blase, blase, blah, right? Now, I want to say Samuel, he wasn't like the best looking out of like the whole bunch. It was not a lot of good looking guys on Jack anyway, but he wasn't the best looking out the bunch, but he wasn't ugly. He was cute. He was all right. Well, Samuel, he was like this dark skinned guy. He had like, ooh, should I say, girl, because I don't know if I'm too descriptive and then somebody be like, oh my God, I know who you're talking about. Bitch, should I say that, girl? We're going to change his name from Samuel to Phoenix, okay? We're going to change his name to Phoenix. And if you guys know Phoenix, the porn star, the male porn star, he's like dark skinned. He's got like a real like lazy eyes, like his eyes kind of like squinted up a little bit on one side and it's open on the other side. Girl, I put a picture of what he looked like up in here, girl. He is so fine to me. But that's how the guy looked. The guy looked just like Phoenix. So he was like, you know, hey, you know, what are you up to? Nothing, like always, with my feet up, watching ridiculousness, chilling with who? The damn cat, y'all already know. And he was like, well, you know, where do you stay at? Because I was trying to see if we can link up. I was like, first of all, one, I don't link up with people that I do not know. I just met you. I haven't even got a chance to know y'all last name yet. Baby, you are not coming to see me. And around this time, y'all, I was not allowing people to come into the house because I already told y'all before, we had just moved over here like a year ago. So I really was not comfortable with people being inside the house. During that time, though, by the way, I had like a boyfriend, kind of, sort of, not really. It was like a dude that I guess I was entertaining at the time. Mind you, no, I was not transitioning, y'all. I messed up. Let's reverse. This is in 2020, bitch, because my hair was still cut. I was not wearing no wigs, no makeup. I still had like my little waves in my head, girl. Okay, yeah. So I met Phoenix on Jack, like I said, and I was messing off with this boy. Well, not messing off because we never had sex. So let me make that very clear. We never had sex. He wanted to have sex with me, but I was not interested in him. He wanted to hang out with me, and I was kind of like really weary about it because I didn't know him like that, and I wasn't open to having people come inside the house because, again, like we had just moved here, right? So I want to say a couple of weeks went past, and he had been hitting me up back to back. We kind of had a little bit of some conversations. We were conversing back and forth, getting to know each other a little bit, getting well acquainted, just trying to get to know each other, testing the waters, trying to see what it's going to give, what's the temperature, girl. You know, just all that, right? Now, he ended up hitting me up, and he was like, hey, you know, I'm close in your area. Would you like to link? I was like, yeah, I'm down with it. I really don't care. My mama, she was at work, and my little sister, she was in college at the time, so she wasn't around either. Only people that was here was me and my bigger, older sister. I don't know what the fuck I was trying to say. I was trying to say my biggest sister, but y'all get the point. The one that's older than everybody in the house. The boy was like, oh, you know, I want to come over there, and I want to, you know, stick this inside you. I'm like, friend, I am not gonna allow you to do that because I am not interested in that. Like, the most I'll do is probably give you head or something like that. Like, other than that, I'm not letting you do anything else. So he was a little upset about that, girl, and we got into a little argument, whatever. He was calling me all types of bitches and hoes, and there's a whole bunch of everything. You know how some guys do, girl, they get mad when you try to, when you decline their offer, they get mad, and then they start trying to disrespect you, girl. And I just be like, child, bye. Like, it's really not that serious to me. Honey, it's really not that damn serious, girl. Like, it's really not that serious. I've seen badder bitches than me up on this damn app, and you stressing out over one? Oh, my goodness, girl. Talk about Tinder. We did not link that day, and I had blocked him. Well, no, sorry, he blocked me. So time goes on, time goes on, time goes on, right? Y'all, I have the Snapchats to prove it, bitch. So time goes on. Time goes on, time goes on, time goes on, right? And I started to, like, wear wigs, kind of do makeup a little bit, but I was horrible at it. Like, when I say I was horrible at it, I was horrible at it. If y'all see my lace, please try not to mind it. I just really don't care about blending this lace in, but if you can't see the lace, girl, that's awesome. But if you can't see it, try to ignore it, girl. He ended up, like, wanting to link up again because he hit me up randomly. On his profile, he had his picture. So I never really had to ask him for no picture or nothing like that. So I already knew what he looked like. I already knew what I was getting myself into, right? So, oh boy, he's like, oh, you know, where do you stay at? Because I'm only like X amount of miles away from you. I ended up telling him, like, you know, well, where do you stay? He was like, oh, I stay over here in this area. I'm like, oh, there's nowhere far. That's like right down the street from my house. So, like, do you need like a Uber to get over here? Like, are you Ubering over here? Are you driving over here? He was like, no, I'll walk. I said, okay, well, then you do your big one then, bitch. Have fun. I done went to the bathroom, got myself cute, and sprayed on my cute little cologne and whatnot. Y'all already know how I do. Got my little earrings in. I done brushed my teeth, washed my face. Girl, I done re-arched my eyebrows, making sure the arch is superb. Do you hear me? And girl, basically, I'm just sitting around waiting on this man to get here. I'm looking around, you know, in my room on my phone, and then I hear a little knock at the door. I'm like, oh my God, this must be my knight in shiny armor. So I walk on in my room, girl, and I go to the door, open the door. Now, this is where I kind of was like a lot of bit turned off in a sense. So when I opened up the door, right, he was smoking a fucking cigarette. I don't know how many times I have to say this. I hate fucking cigarettes, bitch. I hate cigarettes. You smoking a damn Newport, and then you turn around and want to try and walk in here smoking a black. I said, friend, smoke that out there. You're not smoking that up in the house. So he smokes his little black and whatnot, girl. So he comes to smell like wet dogs and ass. And he's got on these dingy ass pants. Girl, his fingernails were dirty. They were dark and dirty. Then, like, his breath stunk. Like, bitch, it was just a whole lot of just zeros across the board. This was, like, my very, like, I want to say my third or fourth ever link up with, a, quote, DL man. He walks on in, girl, and, you know, I'm looking at him, I'm surveying him and everything. You know, I give him the up, down, left, and right. He's not checking anything on my checklist. So I'm just like, you know what, you're here. You walked here. You know, my mama, she's at work. She's not here. You know, I'm watching a movie on TV. You may as well come on inside and sit down and have a seat. So he comes on in, girl, and he sits in my bed right here, girl. And we start watching this movie. I think we was watching Transformers or some shit like, you know, he's sitting up and he's talking to me and whatnot, girl, blowing his stank-ass cigarette breath all in my face. It's just bothering me. Like, everything was just bothering me. And so we're just talking to each other, you know. He done smoked him like some weed or whatever, girl, before he got here. And then you smoke a cigarette and a black. Girl, anyway. So, you know, I'm talking to him. And then I start hearing snoring. So I'm like, I know for a fact this bitch did not just go to sleep on me. Now, granted, honey, he wasn't that cute, girl. But, you know, sometimes when you're in the room and, you know, you get like these bursts of energy in certain areas, and you know you're not by yourself, because if you was by yourself you would handle it on your own, but since there's somebody around, you know, the convenience is there, so why not, you know, have fun. You get what I'm saying? Friend is knocked the fuck out. I mean, he's knocked the fuck out snoring, bitch. Snoring. So this is going to play an important part in the story time as well. I told friend basically like, you know, I am versatile because I like to give and receive. You already know what that means. I give like I'm oral, whatever, you know, blah, 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 right? I'm just telling him like all the stuff that I like to do, the things that I'm interested in, like tossing salads, girl, all that shit. So he was like, okay, cool, I'm down with that. I was sober and in a mood. You told me what you was gonna come over here and what you wanted to do and what you was gonna do and what your plans were. I'm like, okay, cool. Well, you know what? I'm down for it. So for you to come over here, hype me up like that, and then take your ass to sleep, bitch. You ain't gonna get out of this catching some Z's. Wake your ass up. I'm shaking this man, trying to wake him up, girl. My is on, you know, he is not budging. So I'm thinking in my head, please don't tell me this man to pass out because I don't know CPR. I mean, I know it, but I don't know it. So, girl, if you are like, you know, I can't resuscitate you, bitch. You just gonna be dead. So I'm waking this man up, trying to wake him up. The man is not waking up and it's pissing me off. Now I'm irritated. So you know what I did, bitch? I took my ass to sleep. Right beside him, by the way. So I went to sleep by him, girl. And I woke up. I wake up. This man is snoring so loud. It's like give or take 8, 9 o'clock. It's nighttime outside. So you got over here when it was like 5. During this time, the summertime was, you know, the summertime was up. What the hell? It was summertime. So the sun did not set until like give or take 8, maybe 9-ish, somewhere up in there. So I still had ample time to do whatever I wanted to do because again, my sister was at work. My big sister, she was at the back sleeping. Mama, she was at work. So I still had ample time to do whatever the hell I wanted to do, right? So girl, this man is still sleeping. He's still sleeping. I'm like, look, I done tapped him on his face. I done, hey, wake up, wake up. Boy, he's still not waking up. So I'm noticing though, as I'm tapping him, girl, other things are starting to tap the top of some fabric. So I'm like, hold on. Not you like to get snatched up and beat up. Like, hold on, wait a minute. Start tapping on this chick again, girl. Friend is stiffening up, girl. So, I mean, at this point, there's a possibility that you still could be asleep. But there's a possibility that you could not be asleep. Because, baby, I know if I'm spunky and I'm getting, like, fluffy down below, I can be awake. I'm alert. Like, I'm awake. I'm not asleep. So, girl, as he's laying there, friend's getting, like, fluffy down there in the lower region, I'm like, girl, look, at this point, you didn't come over here for no reason. On top of that, I did not allow you to come in this house for no reason. And on top of that, baby, you are not going to sleep the whole day away. Your ass got to be up out of here in the next 2 hours. Girl, we got to get the ball rolling. I done lifted up friend's shirt and whatnot, right? Mind you, he had an amazing body. He had an amazing body. Like, 6-pack was packed the fuck out, girl. I mean, like, chest was strong. Girl, he had, like, these strong-ass arms. Oh, boy was real skinny. He was like, okay, to give y'all some context on what he looked like, just because y'all may not know who I'm talking about in the beginning, he was like a skinny, dark-skinned guy. Like, not lean. Lean is more so, like, real thin, but muscular. He was, like, muscular thin. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, bulky. Bulky is not the word I'm looking for. I just, you know, I'm not really big on body types anyway, so I really don't know what the fuck it is, but just know he was skinny, but he was muscular. He looked like he played, like, basketball or something. Like, he had, like, a basketball body, kind of, sort of. I started, like, kissing on his stomach and whatnot, girl. Like I said, friend is rising to the attention. So, you know, I'm seeing that, and I'm just, like, you know, looking up and down the happy trail, right? So then, you know, I go to the areolas, and I started playing with the areolas, girl. Because a lot of guys like the nipple play stuff. Some folks be like, I don't like that shit. Bitch, stop lying. Girl, you ain't never did it before. How you gonna say you don't like something you ain't never did, girl? Come on now, be for real. A lot of guys really like that shit, which is so strange. Because I would think only the girls like that. But I'm like, huh, this is interesting. And as I'm doing that, girl, you know, it's starting to, like, you know, leak, if you get what I'm saying. So friend is, like, you know, starting to have a little bit of, like, some little fluid dropping out or whatever, girl. That sounds so bad when I'm saying that, but the bottle is leaking. And girl, I'm watching the bottle leak, and I'm just like, oh, so you're interested in this. You like this. So girl, I start, like, pinching on the other one, girl. Friend is still rising to attention, girl. At this point, it's kind of, like, oozing out. Like, it's oozing out, and it's, like, big droplets, girl. So it's running down the shaft, girl. So now I can see, like, through the underwear. First of all, before we get into anything else, he had on gas station drawers, bitch. Attention, and I can see the wet spot forming, like, on the underwear, whatever, right? Now, I'm just like, you know what? You can pretend to be asleep all day, but I got business to handle, and I need you to fuck up out of here. So, girl, you know what I did? I mean, you know, and I handled my business, girl. I used to work and friend out, whatever the case may be. out of nowhere, you magically decide to rise up like the Undertaker. Now you're wide awake. Now you're standing at attention. Now you're, oh my gosh, this is so fun. I'm enjoying myself. But you was just knocked the fuck out, girl, or pretending to be knocked the fuck out. Girl, bye. So, you know, I'm handling my business, having fun, working him out, whatever the case may be, girl. And then, you know, I'm like, hey, is it fine if, you know, I toss your salad, bitch? And he's like, oh, no, I'm not into that. You just told me in text that you, but now, okay, I'm irritated, but I'm not showing him that I'm irritated because I'm still having a good time, you know, doing other things. So that's not bothering me. So as I'm giving him, you know, the moment for life, you know, I'm like, okay, well, you know, if you're not into that, I said, well, can you give me some bop bop, girl? If you get what I'm saying, some bop bop. Oh, no, I'm not into that. I'm like, okay, so what are you into? Oh, I'm a top. So, this is what's throwing me off. Now, you told me, maybe I said this, maybe I didn't. You told me that you were down to do anything that I wanted to do, right? The only thing that you said that you did not want to do was to be penetrated, correct? So, with that part being said, how is it that now, all of a sudden, you don't give head, you don't like your ass ate, you don't want to eat ass, the only thing you do is fuck and get sucked? And you know, something that really pisses me off with that is, I don't like when people tell me, oh, I'm with whatever. I'm down for anything. We can do whatever. We grown. Whatever we do is cool. Bitch, don't fucking say that to me because I know you lying. Whenever I ask you what would you like to do and you tell me anything, it's an instant block because, bitch, I'm not going to sit here and try and play no charades with your dusty ass. Like, girl, if I ask you what do you want to do, what do you like to do, I'm asking you that because it's things that I would like to do to you that you may not be into. So if I'm asking you what do you like to do, bitch, you better not. If I'm asking you, what do you like to do? Clearly, I'm asking you, what do you like to do? Because I want to know what you're comfortable with doing. Now you done pissed me off. So I'm looking at Fran like, bitch, you really just sat up here and said all that shit in text and you wasted my time. So, girl, I just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not even gonna worry about it. So I stopped giving him in. Like, instantly, I just stopped. Like, everything just stopped. Like, when I say everything stopped, it stopped so damn quick, girl. You would think it never happened. I stopped. I got up. Girl, I put my bonnet on my damn head. And I was like, are you hungry? Because, I mean, hell, me and my older sister, we was hungry. I was going to make some hamburger helper when his ass left. I was trying not to share the fucking food, bitch. But since your ass is here and you wasting my damn time, bitch, I'm pretty sure you hungry. You know, set the whole damn link up away. I'm sure you're hungry. So, you know what? I'm going to go home and cook for me and her. And if you want a plate, I'll give you a fucking plate. I got my little plate, got him a plate. He ate his little food and whatnot, girl. And then he got up out of here and he left, right? I was sitting in the house, y'all, like I always am, girl, bored, minding my business, scrolling on Jacked, whatever. So I wasn't having any luck linking up with any guys. So y'all know what's the next best thing to do when you ain't got no, you know, clientele to entertain. You jump your ass on Pornhub, bitch. I get on Pornhub, girl, and you know, I'm touching up my little cute videos, trying to see who I can, you know, jack off to, whatever the case may be. So I happened to stumble across this video. And this video I stumbled across, girl, these actors looked very, very, very familiar. I'm just like, why does this video look so familiar to me? Clicks on the video, girl, and I'm watching this video. As I'm watching this video, I'm seeing that it's a special guest supposed to be appearing in this video. As this person is walking into the camera frame, why in the hell do I see Phoenix? So I'm like, okay. Now, I'm not trying to shit on nobody for anything that they doing, because girl, I do Twitter content anyway, so that don't fucking bother me. Like, that's not the point. As I'm watching this video, you know, I'm just looking at everything, you know, Fran was just having a time of his life, girl. Like, you know, he's giving this man, you know, the good, if you get what I'm saying, the good. He's giving him the pole, honey. They just having a grand old time in this video. This man's like, hey, you know, I heard that your verse. Fran was like, oh, yeah, you know, I've been wanting some of his dick for a long time. I'm like, hold on, bitch, excuse me. And when I tell you, Friend is bent over, face down, ass up, honey. He's getting his salad toss, girl. He's giving the dude head, girl. He's getting head, girl. He's eating the dude's ass, girl. Baby, friend is getting his back beaten to oblivion, bitch. But bitch, it don't fucking stop there. So I'm like, you know what? Let me click on this profile and see what else we got going on, girl. There are thousands of videos. I'm talking about baby had on a thong, a bralette. Baby had on fucking stockings, fishnets, bitch. Baby's getting trains ran on her. Like, sister girl is literally getting put up through there. Bitch is going around the block, through the block, beside the block, across the block, bitch. Girl, I mean, this bitch is literally doing everything. Everything that this bitch told me that this bitch did not do. So I'm thinking now, one, you're a porn star, and two, you lied. Time flies just a little bit, and I had not been speaking to old boy like I told y'all. So, friend ends up hitting me up on Jack's girl, and he's like, hey, how you been? I'm like, oh, I've been fine. Inserts porn star name. How have you been? And he's like, LOL, I've been good. I'm like, oh, that's fine. And he's like, hey, can I get $15 from you? I said no, but you can explain to me why the hell you're on Pornhub. That's what you can do. So friends like, oh, I ain't gotta explain nothing to you, blah, blah, blah. You just want to be in my business. How the fuck you find that shit anyways? Bitch, you stalking me. Blah. Bitch, ain't nobody stalking you. When you put stuff on Pornhub, girl, that stuff is on there for life. Like, there's some people that will take videos that somebody else uploaded, screen recorded, and then re-upload it to their channel to get the views and the spoils of what you posted, baby. That shit is going to be in public records, honey. So I'm like, when did you start bottoming, though? Like, that kind of threw me. You wear thongs, bitch? So I'm like, okay, now, why was it that you didn't want me to do the things that I told you that I was into, but you're open to do the little strange things for some change? So he was like, oh, because they was paying me. I'm like, baby, how much did they pay you? Bitch said $50. I'm like, girl, they paid you $50 to get fucked in your ass on camera? Girl, when I tell you that's a whole Metro PCS phone plan, I'm like, oh, bitch, you are desperate. And on top of that, well, I ain't gonna say what else I was gonna say, because I'm not gonna say what else I was gonna say. Me and him, we got into a little argument, whatever the case may be. He's talking about some, I know where you live. I'll come back over here and I'll do this and I'll do that. I'm like, babe, if you know where I stay, girl, walk your ass over here and do something. Friend did not walk over here and do anything. So it just was what it was, girl. And I ended up blocking friend because, I mean, like, we ain't got shit else to talk about. You're a liar. You are a porn star. And on top of that, bitch, you're a bottom. A feminine bottom on top of that. So it just, it threw me. It really threw me that folks be trying so hard. That is what trade is. That is trade. You're trying to portray that you're this masculine man, that you're a top, you don't want nobody playing in your butt, whatever the case may be. But then again, you're on Pornhub doing this shit for $50 or less than that. And you're having so much fun. Like, baby, I mean, like, friend done creamed all up on this dude's dick. And I'm just like, oh, girl. It was more so the realization that I got played, bitch. I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I literally could not believe it. So basically, y'all, this story time's really short. It wasn't really nothing like long or nothing like that. I just wanted to get it out there, just to put it on out there, girl. Get some shit out there in the radio waves. And yeah, you guys, so thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for videos like this one. I hope you guys love this ginger look. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will catch you badass bitches in my next one. Bye, bad bitches.